homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, today we are putting on basil. It's the 28th of June and this is so late planting basil. Generally, by this time of the year, basil is starting to bush. When it hits 85 degrees, basil really starts bushing out. Well, we're at 83 this morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So I'm going to get out here and get this planted. Now, last year, Crystal did not tell me she was going to harvest the basil, and she harvested it before it went to seed. So she was in a hurry. She had other things to do, and I understand that. Time gets away from you. So she went ahead and harvested it, so I didn't get to harvest any seed. So this year, I just went and bought seed. Went to Wally World. I'd rather go to my local places, but very few of those handle basil seed. So I bought sweet basil from Burpee. It was $1.64 pack. I'll get, if you had to go and buy fresh basil at Kroger's, I'll get the equivalent of $70 or $80 worth, so maybe $100. So this $1.64, I'm going to put 4 packs in. Each pack has how much it says it's in here? 600 milligrams of basil. So, or in other words, 6 grams. Is that right? Yeah, 6 grams, 0.6 grams of basil. So there ain't hardly any basil in these. But, you know, that's what it is. There's probably 50 or 60 basil seeds in here. Well, let me show you what a basil seed looks like. If I tear this open, basil seeds are just little tiny fellers. Here you go. Those are basil seeds. If you compare them to the size of my finger, you can see I've got big old fat fingers, but still, those are little tiny things. Now, what I want to do, or what I have done, I went right over here and I plowed me up a 4 foot long, a 4 foot wide, about a 10 foot long bed. Now, I'm not going to use the whole bed to plant these in. Now, last year I did an experiment where I used potting soil on top of the ground, and it kept down the weeds, but it also didn't let the basil sprout good. So I'm just going to do this one, and when I have to weed it, I'll just come lay down. But what I want to do is I want to mark off where I want the bed. That way I know exactly where the seeds are, and then I can hoe where the seeds aren't easy. So I come up here, and I'm just going to make me a little furrow here and a furrow right there, and connect them so that what I've got is about a 6 foot long, 2 foot wide bed. Now I'll be able to see that anytime anytime I come out here. This is where I'm going to make sure the seeds go. So you just tear your pack open. Sprinkle the seeds. You can see them little black seeds hit. But now there ain't many of them in a pack. So pay attention where your last pack went. Here's the second pack. Okay, there's half the bed done. The third pack. And now the fourth pack. Now I tried to make sure that I didn't get any basil seeds outside my lines there. So when I come out here, anywhere outside the line, I can indeterminately use my hoe and just chop down any weeds. Now, once those are down, I just take this hoe and firm this soil around a little bit. Those little bitty seeds don't need a whole lot. Cover them up. And that's it. Now it's supposed to come a thunderstorm today. I hope it don't rain too hard and wash the seeds out of my bed, but most of the time it doesn't. Now that's it to planting basil. Seems so simple, don't it? Well, it is simple until you have to weed it, because right there's going to be plenty of that old knot grass, knot weed come up, and grass and stuff like that. So I'll have to weed that by hand. Okay, just the way it is. I tried last year a method to cut down on weeding, but it also cut down on the basil. So that didn't work out too good. But what I do is I pull my tractor over there, and then I just lay down on the ground and weed it. So now if you like this kind of stuff, this homestead and do yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading every week, sometimes one, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. Now if you hit the little bell when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. Now with that being said, I got to get out of this heat and get on to the next thing.